Peace, love, and light. Sagittarius-Capricorn Cusp Collective. Welcome to your Virgo season love reading. I am super excited to bring this reading out to you all. I hope it finds you well, safe, and in the highest vibration possible, okay? All things considered. Thank you guys so much for all of your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions, your donations, your reading requests. You guys are absolutely amazing and wonderful, and I'm so grateful to resonate with so many of you. So thank you again for your support, and I hope you feel that same support that you give me back through these readings, okay? If you are new to my channel or just need a refresher on how to best interpret my readings, all of that information can be found in the description box below. Make sure you do check out the important note section just so that you're fully aware of what can come up in these love readings, okay? So that you're not thrown off or, you know, taken aback or triggered or anything like that, okay? And then here at Cusp of Roses, we do start off every single reading with a quick moment of gratitude. Okay, this is just an opportunity for all of us to ground our energy, right? Get into our own frequencies and open ourselves up to the messages that are meant for us to hear, right? Remember, these are general readings. Again, check that description box for any further details, okay? Let's go ahead. I'm just going to stack these up right quick. For this moment of gratitude, you can engage in it in a couple different ways, okay? You can repeat after me and in my intentions for this reading. You may also set your own intentions and have your own prayers as well. You can also have a moment of silence, all right? Those are all very valid ways of connecting in and up to your higher consciousness, your divine source, or your spiritual team. So go ahead and choose which one works best for you, and we will go ahead and get started, okay? All right. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own divine ancestral council, and all archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the Sagittarius-Capricorn Cusp Collective as a whole. Here for this Virgo season love reading, we thank you so much for grounding us in our own frequencies and opening us up to the most important messages of love, healing, truth, light, and wisdom for the overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development, joy, and happiness of the Sagittarius-Capricorn Cusp Collective. Divine ancestors and archangels, we thank you so much for covering us in your love, light, and mercy, for lifting us up in courage and strength every single day, so that we may face whatever comes our way with grace, with gratitude, with understanding, with compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others, and with love, light, and wisdom where we see fit and where we can. We thank you so much again for leading us to our destined path in this lifetime through signs, synchronicities, and dreams. We thank you for making all of that communication clear, and we thank you as well for just loving us, covering us in that mercy, right? Granting us your protection, not only in this lifetime, but beyond it. And we love you for that. And we thank you so much for that. And so it is. Okay, Sagicorns. I am getting a lot of heart chakra energy with you, okay? There's a lot going on in your heart chakra. I do feel like there is an awakening of sorts. It does feel happy. It does feel joyous. I do feel this sense of relief. So I don't know if this has been something you've been manifesting for a long time, like the opening or the awakening of your heart chakra, or just that desire to feel closer to unconditional love, or to feel unconditional love deeper, right? Whatever the manifestation or whatever the request that was made of the universe regarding your heart chakra or your heart center, I do feel like it's being granted this season, okay? Yeah, and just feeling a very strong pull forward from my heart chakra. Yeah, it's almost like you can breathe again. Wow. I do feel like there was a lot of pent up energy into your heart chakra, maybe a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, a lot of pain, really, that I really just think was fear. And I feel like that fear is finally dissipating from your heart chakra. And it's like almost like this heaviness is being lifted off of your chest. Yeah, I'm really focused in right here. I can feel it. Yeah, even the breath that I'm taking, it's like, it's deep, like it's really deep. And so I do feel like you're going through a heart chakra healing right now. So be very gentle with yourself in regards to what comes up as far as fear, as far as pain, as far as tears, emotion. Just be gentle with you. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel those emotions. I think even for some of you, there might have been a hesitation around feeling that pain, because I don't feel like it's comfortable for this group that I'm tapping into. I don't feel like that feeling of anger, that feeling of resentment, that low vibrational kind of dark, jaded energy. I don't think you're very comfortable in that. And you might have been doing a lot of work to kind of not feel it, thinking that was going to make it go away, right? And you might be learning this season that you gotta feel it to heal it. You can't avoid feeling it. That's only gonna make it fester. That's only gonna make it build up. That's only gonna make it worse. So it's time for that wound. Ooh, wow. Wounds of the heart are being opened and healed. Wounds of the heart are coming up for air. Wow. Thank you, Divine. That's really deep. And they're giving that visual to me like very vivid, like literally if your heart was open. Like it's almost as if the Divine is like opening your heart, like literally slitting your body and opening your heart so that air can get to the organ, right? That's what they keep showing me. It's like a real exposure of the pain. It's a real look at it. It's like, yeah, you're at that point, Sagittarians, where you can't ignore the pain anymore. You can't deny the hurt. You can't act as if you aren't in pain. Yeah. Which is it's making me kind of want to cry. It's a really beautiful place to be at, though, because that breakthrough is so major. Okay, I'm tapping into somebody right now. Yeah, that breakthrough, feeling that pain, allowing yourself to feel that pain is huge for you, okay? It's huge. Okay. Whew. Okay, yeah, it's huge. This is big. This is a major breakthrough for you, Sagittarians, okay? All right, let me calm down. Wow. Thank you, Divine. We're at Leah. So throat chakra is going to help, okay? It's going to help you articulate what it is that you are feeling from this heart chakra awakening, okay? And that's going to help transmute that energy. Oh, forgive me, guys. Yeah. So heart chakra, definitely tap into that healing. Throat chakra for sure. That's all I'm really getting, okay? So for this season, it's really important to get in tune with your heart chakra, get in tune with your throat chakra, have those be in balance and active, and then you might be able to fare through this awakening a little bit more smoother, okay? Smoother. But two, if you need to cry, please cry. Don't again, I think that's easier said than done, right? But let yourself feel the pain. I know it's safe. Like I'm here to tell you it's safe to feel that pain. It's safe to just feel it and let it be. Okay? Without trying to change it in that moment, without trying to change how you feel about it, like without reaching for the higher ground. Like Sagittarians, this is a group of you guys that really needs to let the lower nature or that lower register hit you. And you're not a bad person for feeling that anger. You're not a bad person for feeling resentment. Okay, you're not a bad person for feeling pain. It's important. Okay? Wow, yeah, this is heavy. Okay. Let's just get into this reading, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, what energy is here? Actually, let me put this back because I was not focused. Here we go. Divine ancestors and archangels, what cosmic energy is here for Sagittarius-Capricorn cuspers? Okay. Right, yeah, that's good. Grand trine, okay, so blessings. Wow, okay. Solar eclipse revolution. Okay, exactly. That's that energy I was picking up on. Mercury, mind, again. Someone else got this. Someone else got this. Okay. But yeah, so Sagittarians, this is exactly what I was saying. There's blessings coming in, this heart chakra energy, this grand trine, okay? So there might be a trine happening in your natal chart as the cosmos is moving. There could have been a trine that happened during the solar eclipse in Cancer season that really helped balance out your mind, is what they're telling me. Balance out something mentally for you, help you see something clearer. Mentally, okay? You are experiencing some sort of revolution within yourself. I would definitely suggest watching the Lionsgate reading. That might, if you haven't already, that might hold some more information from you. I'm getting that. But there's blessings coming in for you, Sagittarians, okay? So whatever, again, like I said, this opening of your heart chakra, it's a blessing, right? You now no longer have to fear your pain. You no longer have to fear feeling what it is that you feel, right? And I think that that's the mental, that's exactly why I went off like that. Because the mentality around what it is that you were feeling was warped. It was like you were beating yourself up for being mad about a situation or about something that happened or about, you know, trauma that you've been through. It's like you were mad that you were mad. You were mad that you were upset. You were mad that you were feeling hurt by whatever happened. So it was like in your mind wasn't allowing your heart to fully live and be in its true essence. And so that is where that eclipse of the heart type of energy happens, right? Solar return, solar eclipse. So your ego, right? Eclipsing, aligning, getting in alignment with your emotion. So it was your ego trying to stop you from feeling what it was that you needed to feel, from feeling that pain. And I feel like the solar eclipse that happened in Cancer season really aligned you with that, with your emotions. Really kind of brought into that awareness the disconnect, I feel, that was there. And so now in this season, I feel like you felt that disconnect back during this solar eclipse in Cancer, and you've been doing the work to get in that alignment, to get your mind right. You've been doing that work to get your mind right, and now I feel like there's a grand trine here that is coming in to bless all of that work that you have done thus far, okay? Bottom of the deck is first house, the body. Yeah. The body and the mind. So for some of you, you might have, I feel like for some of you might have mentally gone through whatever this was, like mentally released this pain or mentally accepted the trauma, which is something like that. But it feels like there's still something that was trapped in your body. So that could have been just the pain, the energy, right? The sadness, whatever it was you weren't trying to feel actually got trapped into your body. On the opposite end of that, I do feel like for those that are, whoever is going to allow themselves to feel that pain, right? I think once you release all that pain, once you actually allow yourself to feel it without judgment, I think you're going to feel your body's going to shift in some way. Maybe the vibration your body carries is going to raise, okay? Or some shifts are going to happen. You might feel a little bit more free in your body. You might also connect to your body a little deeper. Yeah, I do feel like there was a revolution of your mind, of your mindset, that is now bringing in blessings. Yeah, it's something about how you see pain. It's something about that, like how you see emotions. Yeah, like you're not, just because you're angry, it doesn't make you an angry person, right? It seems like that subtle, where you were afraid to feel. You were afraid to feel the darker parts of yourself because I think you thought it made you a dark person. For some of you, it's that Capricorn energy. Like you're very aware of that darkness. You're very aware of the shadow, but I think you were running from it. Okay? Or mentally, you were trying to not stay in that shadow. But I think maybe even physically or in your physical or emotional body, that it's still in there. So like there's still some workings, still some things that you have to kink out. Yeah. Yeah, those tears were real though. That was heavy. I do feel like this is actually very, very beautiful. This is going to be a very beautiful season for you, Sagittarians, okay? Sagittarians, yeah. I was like, oh my God, the wrong person. All right, let's see. Thank you, divine ancestors and archangels. Okay. Anything else for Sagittarius-Capricorn? All right. So we do have make the effort here. Great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take. So if you feel like you have been guided to open up your heart chakra, to release some sort of pain, to work towards some sort of freedom, some sort of release from something, yeah, make the effort. Oh, yeah, thank you, divine. This grand trine blessings, okay, with the vibration of 46, which does break down to a 10. So something's coming to a completion. Yeah, there's some sort of completion that's happening, or that could have happened. Or that might have been activated with that solar eclipse in Cancer. Where now I do feel like, oh, so your heart was breaking open in order for you to move forward, in order to free your mind from the pain, in order for you to be able to see forward, to move forward, to evolve forward. Yeah, you heard the call during that solar eclipse. For the collective I'm tapping into, you heard the call, and you've been putting in the work to open up your heart chakra, to get through that pain, to feel it, to work on your mental in order to gain great love. Like I said, for some of you, it was this desire to get deeper this desire for a deeper connection, or a deeper feeling of unconditional love. Okay, we have very soon. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then we have separation, all right? Time apart from your partner is on the horizon over mind, okay? Right, okay, so Sagittarius, this is exactly what it is. It's like, you know that there are parts of you, or, yeah, passion at the bottom of the deck. It's this desire for a very passionate joy. Yeah, I just feel like I'm tapping into a group of Sagittarians who maybe shut themselves off from love or from feeling love, okay? Maybe didn't necessarily feel connected to love, or just felt that desire for love prior to this moment. But I do feel like that solar eclipse in Cancer opened something up. It broke you open. And now it's like you're coming through all this realization of maybe why you were so closed off to love, why you weren't making the effort towards love, why you felt separate from love energies or partners or people who maybe wanted to love you. I do feel like there is time here. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I do feel like if you are with someone, Sagittarians, there is this need to take a break. And it might be mentally. Others of you, I am tapping into some sort of spiritual connection, right? Where I feel like the connection is more in spirit than it is physical. And so or mental, you might have very strong like mental connection or mental telepathy with someone. And I feel like there's a need to take a break from that telepathy or that connection mentally. Because I feel like that connection, it's confusing you in some sort of way. Or it might be prolonging the healing process or the pain that you're feeling. So in order to really clearly decide what you want out of love, out of life, really I feel like this is out of love, like really deciding if it is like, if great love is what you do want in this life. Like I do feel like for some of you, it's that you're at that crossroads of, do I want love in my life, or do I want, or am I okay without it? And, none of us can really live without love, right? Love is the very essence of this whole world and realm, right? But I just feel like when it comes to just romantic connections, right? Like you can feel love in a multitude of ways. But I feel like this is a group of Sagittarians who is like, okay, I am either giving up on having a romantic partner, right? Or I'm going to do what I need to do to stay in alignment with romance, to be open to it. Like, I think that's what it is. For some of you, this is like a moment of making the decision to work towards love after feeling as if you didn't want to. Okay, so there might be a need to kind of separate your mind or your mental from some sort of ideals, okay? Some sort of pain. Yeah, it's just, yeah, that's exactly what I'm picking up. So there needs to be a mental energy break between you and your past and the past pains and the past hurts in order for you to clearly make a decision on what it is that you actually want when it comes to love, so that there can be effort made on that behalf. So I do feel like make the effort could also be the divine wanting to make effort in their realm and what they can to get you in alignment for what it is you want. I also feel like for some of Sagittarians, separation or time apart from a partner or some sort of break is about to happen. And if you don't clearly decide what you want, the separation comes in. Okay. For some of you, you're being called to make the effort in something and clearly decide if you want a connection or not, or want something with someone or not. And you need to make that decision very soon, because if you don't make it soon, then this person's going to go in another direction. Sagittarians, this could also be someone looking at you in this way, that they want to make an effort towards you. Okay, and they need to clearly decide what they want so that they can make this effort, or that it can come together now, or else both of you guys are going to be separate and on different paths. So it's almost like this grand trine is aligning you and someone else, and either you both need to make the decision to move forward together, or one of you needs to make the decision to move forward, or else you guys are going to be separate or end up on separate paths. This also feels like past energy as well. This could be what maybe happened. Maybe someone decided to not make the effort in the past, which then led to a separation. And once you separated, I think you might have shut down or shut off your heart chakra or the connection to your heart chakra, because you didn't want to feel the pain of having to be away from this person. And so maybe that's now what's coming out through Virgo season. Needing to finally feel that pain of the separation. Needing to finally allow your mind and your heart and your soul to get into the same page. Because I do feel like it was kind of like, well, out of mind, out of sight, right? Or out of sight, out of mind, I'm sorry. So if someone did make a choice or made a decision to separate from you, it was like, rather than feel the pain of that, you just said, okay, fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just went cold. You went cold a little bit, Sagittarians. Okay. All right, let's look into this. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What do Sagittarians need to know about making the effort for Virgo season? What do they need to know about Grand Trine and making the effort? Wow, there you go. You got an Emperor. Yeah. So this could be you, Sagittarius. Oh, I just got fear. So this Emperor energy was very fearful. I feel like this Grand Trine happened and it might have aligned your energies. And that alignment of energy might have put this Emperor into a state of fear. And so they might have chosen to separate, right? Or they might have chosen to move away. Others of you, this Grand Trine is actually rising someone up into Emperor energy, or did rise someone up into their Emperor energy. Mind you, we are all masculine and feminine energy within ourselves, okay? So this could all be internal. This doesn't have to be connected to somebody else. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What else do Sagittarians need to know? Wheel of Fortune. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, okay, so it does feel like this Emperor might be waiting on the right timing to make the effort in this connection. So for that group where someone is feeling the call to make the effort and they need to make the effort very soon, or they need to make a decision on what they want very soon, or face a separation, or to avoid some sort of separation. Okay, I'm getting a whole nother timeline here. Some of you, or someone who is connected to you, might be waiting for a separation to happen in order to make the effort. So I feel like this Emperor might be watching you, Sagittarians, waiting for you to separate from something, waiting for you to break away. Yeah, because even in this Wheel of Fortune, the feminine energy here has the blindfold on, and she's at the top of the wheel with her sword. Which means she's intuitively moving forward, carrying her truth with her. Able to cut through any illusions with her truth, but intuitively moving forward. Interesting. Yeah, let's get some more cards out. Let's see. Okay, what's the overall for Make the Effort? Divine, thank you so much. Okay, 6 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, so there's definitely this energy. This could be you, Sagittarius, or someone else, okay? But someone here is definitely waiting on the right time to move away or move forward towards something, or to make the effort. 6 of Swords talks about moving out of murky water, moving out of chaos, right? It comes after the 5 of Swords. So moving away from deception, moving away from trickery, moving away from external influences that could sway you. Yeah, like look at this. Even on the Wheel of Fortune, she's moving forward this way. This person's being released. This person's kind of coming up behind. You see what I'm saying? So it's like moving away from maybe a relationship or relationships in general, right? That maybe carried a lot of deception or had a lot of external influences or a lot of energies interfering with it. For some of you, this could be you or someone waiting for some sort of external interference to kind of move away or be cleared away. Either way, regardless, this is moving forward or relocation. Yeah, someone's waiting on an opportunity to move, to make movement again, whether this is energetically. I do feel like it's mentally because there's swords here. Yeah, it's like someone's hearing the guidance. I even think there's a baby in here. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, Sagittarius. So yeah, if you're feeling guided, yeah, thank you, Divine. If you're feeling guided to take the steps, to take steps to clear your energy or to get into a new environment or to move on mentally from something or to release something mentally. Yeah, this is like the light at the end of the tunnel. Like blessings are on the way. Like whatever effort or whatever steps you're being guided to take to get some sort of clarity, to clear your energy, please do so. Because it is leading you where you need to go. It's leading you to your blessing. Okay, wow. Yeah. Yeah, High Priestess wanted to flip out. So it's like, yeah, it's leading you to a higher level of intuitive knowledge, and it's also leading you to a higher version of yourself. You're headed towards your higher self with making this effort. So this could even be this Emperor energy. Oh. Well, when I put it like that, yeah, this Emperor energy could be making the steps or just making the effort to move towards or waiting on an opportunity to move towards either their higher self or act in their higher self or take action as their higher self or to show up as their higher self with this High Priestess. And that's going to be, this High Priestess energy feels like the blessing. Like being blessed with a deeper sense of self, being blessed with a deeper knowledge of self. For some of you, this could even be an energy of another person. Someone who is very grounded in their light and in their dark. Very, very in tune with the divine as well. Okay. Okay. What's the energy for very soon? Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What do Sagittarians need to know about very soon and solar? Oh, do I have this up there? Yeah. Okay. What else? Okay. Wow. 2 aces, guys. So you have the Ace of Cups. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You have the Ace of Wands. And you have the Page of Swords. Yeah. So needing to be very blunt, very truthful, very honest, very forthright about what you want. And what do Sagittarius want? My Sagittarians want? You guys want the ultimate love, right? And you want passion. Yeah. You want passion, okay? You want a new beginning. You want newness. This is fresh energy. And this is all given by the divine. So I do feel like this could, again, like I said, a decision between taking what the divine has for you or keeping your mind on the level of where you are now. Like this does feel like some sort of ascension almost. But with the Emperor here and the High Priestess and the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like you are going to make the effort to follow your higher self, to take whatever the divine is trying to give you and to move towards that. It's almost like the divine might be giving you an option here, Sagittarius. You either stay where you are and, you know, just go along and get along with what you have, or you follow the divine into the unknown and receive what it is that you truly desire. For some of you, I do feel like there's a little bit of self-worth here that needs some adjusting. As far as just like, what is it that you believe you deserve, Sagittarians? What do you want to be on the other side of that wheel, right? If you're going to embark on this, like what is it that you want? And I do feel like, yeah, this is you doing that work. Once we have the solar eclipse in Cancer, I believe. The Cancer solar eclipse. I feel like it put you in this Page of Swords energy where you actually started doing the work of digging deep and cutting through what it is you actually wanted and being very honest and very truthful and very quick. To almost like, I feel like for some of you, you might have even purified Yeah, that was that release in the heart chakra. So allowing the love that you felt, allowing the pain that you felt, allowing all that you felt to come out. And allowing those feelings, those overflowing feelings, to inspire you with this Ace of Wands as well. To keep going, right? To remain in your truth. I do feel like, yeah, this is you fighting and going for, and fighting sounds a bit aggressive, but it's you really sticking to what it is that you want. It's almost like with this Page of Swords, because it's childlike energy, it's innocence, right? It's learning, it's student. So you're learning how to, or you learned, right? How to articulate your emotions and your passion energy. Now it's just doing the work of, okay, now that I know how I feel, now that I know what I'm inspired by, how do I now move forward? Like, what's the decision now? You know what I'm saying? What does all this mean? Interesting. Clarify this Page of Swords, Divine. Thank you. Can you clarify this Page of Swords for me, Divine, in regards to very soon? Yeah, Seven of Swords. Cutting through any deception, cutting through any deceit, okay? Yeah, this is you collecting all those thoughts. We also have that mental energy with Mercury, right? So collecting all those thoughts that were placed in by other people. Yeah, it's almost like this is you, right? So you get on that boat to the Six of Swords, okay? You're moving into the unknown, so you don't really know what thoughts are real, what thoughts aren't, right? Like what communication was fact, what communication was false. You're not really sure, but you're trusting that you're going to get to that clarity, right? And then boom, you hit that Seven of Swords. So you get on land and you realize, oh, right? That only one of these swords was actually fact. Everything else wasn't real. So you're taking them away, right? Clearing that out. Yeah. Page of Swords and Seven of Swords. So yeah, it's getting very clear around what love is for you, getting really clear around what passion, what inspiration, how you want your spirit to even feel. Yeah, for some of you, this is even just making the decision. Like, yeah, I want a love. I want a connection that's overflowing with love, right? That has unconditional love, or that's aiming for unconditional love. And I want it to be very passionate. So this is manifesting or clearly stating that you want someone who is emotionally and physically compatible with you. And no longer deceiving yourself about that. Because I think even for some of you, I think you might have, like I was feeling earlier, saying, well, no, I don't really need that. I don't, I could deal with them not being this way. And it's like, no more, right? Now you're only going to go for what it is you want. You're not letting your mind tell you that what you want isn't feasible or isn't possible. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's look into the separation. Thank you so much, Divine Ancestors and Archangels. What do Sagittarians need to know about separation for Virgo season? Wow, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. So I do feel like there could be some drama, okay? Especially with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Let's see what else. Thank you so much, Divine. What else do Sagittarians need to know? Wow, and the Eight of Swords. Mental energy. Talk about the mind. Mercury is... When does Mercury go into retrograde? Has Mercury already started retrograding? Mercury might have something to do with all of this mental energy or this separation. For some of you, it's just that, yeah, for some of you, I do feel like this might be a high level spiritual connection. And the feeling of separation was only mental. Others of you, I feel like you were separated, or this separation happened to keep you from something, to keep you from seeing something or witnessing something with this Eight of Swords. You see how she's blind, right? And bound. Yeah, it's like not wanting to see something clearly, not wanting, yeah. It's that mind energy, not allowing your mind to move past something. Yeah, whatever that pain was, that Knight of Swords. I feel like even for some of you, this could have been you, again, like I said, you shut down either a part of your heart, or maybe you just mentally kind of put the situation out of your mind in order to not have this Knight of Swords energy with somebody. I do feel like this is like you holding yourself back. Yeah, the World. Fixed energy. Yeah, it was like something, yeah, you were separated, or something about this like is being held back, or you were held back. Because I feel like you were held back, or you were held back because this Knight of Swords energy would have put a permanent end to something. Either you witnessing this Knight of Swords energy, being connected to this Knight of Swords energy, or bringing that Knight of Swords energy would have put an end to this connection. Seeing something, being a part of something, witnessing something would have maybe pushed you mentally to say, okay, yeah, like this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Wands is a no-go, right? Like something like that. So that I feel like the divine kept you from something, separated you from something or someone in order to preserve your feelings and your emotions and your ideals around love. Because I think the divine maybe felt that you were at that crossroads like we were talking about earlier. Like, look, like, it's either love is here or it's not. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you were really good with going in either direction, and maybe even leaning towards the not having love. And when I say not having love, I mean romantic love, okay? Not having romantic love. And so they separated you or pulled you apart from the situation so that you wouldn't turn completely cold permanently. Yeah, so that whatever you had, whatever notion you had of relationships and love, whatever shadowy negative emotions you had about that those thoughts would have been permanent had you stayed connected to this energy. There would have been no coming back from that. Yeah. Is there anything else for separation? Anything else for separation? Yeah, the Moon, hidden. That confirms it all. So definitely something was hidden from you, or you were hidden from something in order to avoid a permanent ending. Others of you, this is kind of similar with this separation. Like, you see how the feminine energy is kind of laying in the bed? The masculine energy is looking off, but kind of almost suited up like a knight. There's the masculine energy running off on the horse as the Knight of Swords. There's the feminine energy staying put, staying stagnant, staying still. Yeah, I feel like, and for this all to be on top of the mind, I think it was just, yeah, there was some sort of mental block here. I think the divine either hid you or hid this person or whatever was going on with this person. Because they might have been finishing up. Yeah, they had to go rush off and finish something. Have something come to a completion. Because we do have the Emperor out here. So I do feel like this Knight of Swords could have been the Emperor in action. Having to separate from you to bring something to completion, which was initially hidden from you. So, yeah, I get it. So then this separation made you feel like there was something wrong with you, right? Which is why this Emperor left, or why why the separation occurred, but that wasn't the case. Really, what I'm even getting with this moon, this actually happened for you to dig deeper into your feminine energy. For you to deepen your intuition and improve upon what you had going on. For some of you to even, sharpen your own mind. Get a little bit more mentally astute or intuitive. To gain some sort of intelligence based on your intuition. Because again, here you have someone who's blindfolded, right? So when the senses of sight is gone, you have to feel what comes on when your heart, when your eyes are shut, your heart actually has to activate in order to help your other senses. So in essence, this separation activated your heart. Because now, right, you can't necessarily see this Knight of Swords in action, right? You don't really know what they're bringing to completion. You can feel it, you can sense it, but you don't really see it, right? It's being hidden from you, again, with the moon. But in essence, this moon is also acting as an enhancer of your feminine energy, enhancing your intuition. Because you couldn't see the physical evidence, you had to trust your intuition, right? You had to use your other senses, your mind, your heart, your soul, to feel this out. Yeah. Others of you, this is just cutting through that illusion, this Eight of Swords energy. Cutting through this moon energy within yourself. Deciding what you do want, yeah. And again, I feel like that hardness, that closed off, once this separation happened for a group of you, it was like this shutdown. But I do feel like this solar eclipse maybe activated again, right? Like it kind of brought that back out. And now you're determined to kind of cut through the moon and the illusion and the shadow and the darkness to see clearly what it is you do want, any deception. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some crystal angel oracles. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels and crystal angels, for being here. Who is here for the Sagittarius-Capricorn collective? What do they need to know for Virgo season, crystal angels? Thank you so much. Crystal angels, what was here? Okay, Kyanite. Make time for self-care. That's huge, okay? Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So that could definitely be make the effort, right? Making the effort towards yourself, making the effort to take care of yourself, okay? For some of you, making the time for self-care is actually separating yourself or pulling away, again, mentally. Yeah, mentally separating from an Emperor energy. Yeah, so I do feel like for a majority of you, this separation is actually going to happen, but it's happening for the benefit of both of you. For the masculine energy to go complete a cycle, complete some soul lessons, and for the feminine energy to care more, like to take care of themselves, to fall deeper into that feminine essence, to understand their ebb and flow a little deeper. This definitely could have already happened, okay? And now it's just coming into a full circle moment this Virgo season, where you're fully understanding why all of this had to happen. Okay. Thank you so much, Crystal Angels. Is there anyone else here? Okay, we have Sugalite, own your divine power. Exactly. Right? Like I said, all of this happened for you to own the divinity within you, own that feminine energy, get more in tune with your inner moon. Yeah? And then you have Charoite, spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. I was picking up that Emperor might have been watching, or something was watching. And then again, with the Eight of Swords, being protected, shielded, not seeing it, not understanding why this Emperor had to leave. Okay? Or why the separation is happening. It's all for spiritual protection. Yeah. It was all for your protection. And so that you can own your divine power in peace. Yeah, so that you could replace, oh wow, I love this card. Yeah, replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. Replace codependent people-pleasing, yeah. Yeah, so it's like this separation had to happen for you to heal some sort of codependency or people-pleasing within you. For you to also understand that you are spiritually protected. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords, you could have definitely felt some sort of deceit or deception within this connection or around the connection. But I do feel like if you clearly decide, right, that this is what you want the love, you want the passion, you want this connection, or you're just committed to it in that way, then that's what you receive, right? Regardless, I do feel like, yeah, your Ace of Cups and your Ace of Wands is protected. You are being watched over, you are being protected, you are being provided for by the divine, okay? The divine is definitely leading this revolution within you. But it's super important right now to make time for self-care. This card rarely comes out. So that's how I know when this comes out, that's serious. Like the divine is truly telling you to make the effort towards rest. Make the effort towards yourself. And trust that your union, your relationship, your connection, your love, your heart is spiritually protected. Your spiritual energy is protected. Okay, and that it's time to really step into your owning your divine power. That's what this separation was all about. Okay? Well, alrighty, collective, this is your reading for Virgo season. I hope you found it helpful, insightful, and filled with confirmation for whatever you do have going on in your current life. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you all next season, okay? Namaste.